For every single dollar that's spent online, 2 out of 5 of those go to Amazon.com. And right about 60% of the sales on Amazon go to third-party sellers like you and I. So what that really means is that 20% of all the money being spent online is going to everyday people like us. But since there's more Amazon sellers than ever before, is it still too late to get started? In this video, I'm going to be diving into the pros and cons of selling on Amazon in today's environment. And I've been able to talk to hundreds of Amazon sellers who have found massive success, built 6-7-figure businesses on Amazon, even in a competitive environment. And so after watching those people find success, I want to go ahead and give you a detailed breakdown of the things I see a lot of them doing to find success quickly. So I want to start this topic by addressing some fears that you probably have in your mind right now. Selling on Amazon probably seems impossible. It seems super difficult. It seems like no one is out there sharing the right information for you to actually find success. But I want you to know that the info has actually never been better out there for Amazon. I've put a bunch of free stuff on Amazon. I have a ton of friends who put free stuff about how to sell on Amazon out on the internet. And back when I was getting started in 2018, I had almost nothing to go off of in terms of free resources. And it actually took me over a year and a half before I realized that I could sell name brand products on Amazon. When I started selling on Amazon with about $1,500, I didn't even know it was possible for me to sell brands like Nike. And instead, I went directly to used bookstores. I started scanning books to sell on Amazon, which was a great business. And I would probably do the same thing if you are in that same boat where you don't have a ton of money to get started. But I stayed in that boat for way too long. And I actually ended up selling almost $200,000 worth of used books that I found at thrift stores, yard sales, before I ever expanded my business beyond that. So one example of how scarce information used to be back in 2018 when I started selling is that ungating was like a hidden secret, right? So if you are just getting into Amazon, basically you're going to have to get approved to sell almost every brand on Amazon. Some of them will get auto approved, but especially as a brand new seller, you're going to have to submit invoices and show that you're legitimate. And so back when I started selling on Amazon, I wasn't able to talk with any Amazon sellers. There was no good free information out, and it took me almost 2 years to start getting ungated in those name brands. And so instead of wasting 2 years, let me just tell you how I got ungated, right? So I buy 10 units from a legitimate wholesaler like Frontier Co-op, or honestly most retail websites. If you format your invoice where the address matches what's on your Amazon seller account, you could submit that as long as you buy 10 units of whatever brand or category you're trying to get ungated in. You're going to go into Amazon Seller Central, click add a product, and then add that product in. It's going to say, hey, you're gated, you can't sell this product. Submit that invoice, give it a couple days, and you'll be good to go. And I know that ungating is a big limiting belief for a lot of you, so hopefully that shows you how serious this really is and how awesome the opportunity is, right? Because another thing that you guys get to take advantage of is the fact that the community is very willing to help now, right? So we have a free Amazon seller Discord community. You can check that out down below. You can hop in there, start asking questions, get feedback on any problems you run into on Amazon, as well as checking out any other free Facebook groups or anything like that from other creators that you like to watch. But it's obviously not all sunshine and rainbows. That's why you clicked on this video, and that's why there's a lot of people who are worried that it might be too late to get started selling on Amazon. So I want to address a little bit of the negatives as well. So there are more sellers who are selling on Amazon right now, right? If someone is not admitting that to you, then they're probably trying to sell you something or lie to you. So I will tell you straight up that Amazon is more competitive than it used to be. But after running this business for 5 years and seeing a ton of other successful businesses, I really do still think that this business is one of the best ways to create cash flow and create consistent profit in your life. The other thing that's getting scarier and scarier about the Amazon space is the increased number of people who are pretending to know about selling on Amazon or pretending to sell you products that aren't actually real. So before you buy anything from someone who's making videos, including myself, make sure you Google them, vet them out, make sure they're legit, make sure people in the space are giving good feedback about that person, because I don't want you to get wrapped up in a big scandal. Like recently we had a lot of wholesalers that were selling fake counterfeit goods on Telegram. A lot of the biggest names that you might see on YouTube were involved in something like that as well. So anytime you're buying products, especially if you're doing wholesale, make sure that they are legitimate products, make sure they're sending you pictures of the products, and do your due diligence to make sure that you're buying education, products, software from people who are legit and know what they're talking about. And so instead of just saying that there's more competition, I want to give you some actionable advice. We're going to jump into the computer here, and I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do to beat the competition as it increases. So I've used this product as an example before, but it's still a great example of the types of products you want to be on the lookout for and the types of products that you need to go the extra mile in finding extra discounts. And we're going to talk about that here in a second, right? So I found this soccer ball here selling on Amazon for about $43, $44. And over here on this other website, this same exact soccer ball is selling for just $18, right? So if we plug all that information into SellerAmp, we can see that this soccer ball is selling about 91 times a month. And every time it sells, we're going to make about $11 in profit, right? And so these are the types of products you guys can sell. You can sell name brand products just like this one on Amazon. I've been able to sell over $4 million worth of products just like this Nike soccer ball here. And when you are buying these products, make sure you're going the extra mile, like I was saying. So something that not all your competition is doing is leveraging things things like cash back, right? So let's say you find a really good lead from Ulta, you're buying some makeup or something like that. Always plug it into this website and it'll show you the highest cash back rates that are being offered on that merchant, right? So here you can see that, let's say you're using something like a Rakuten or Good Shop in this case, where they're all the way down towards the bottom. You might want to think about using one of these other ones where you can get 4% back on your purchase, right? So all these little things add up. Also on the topic of cash back, make sure that you're leveraging a good, travel rewards point, extra cash back, that kind of thing. And so personally, I'm using this exact card right here because every single month we spend about $100,000 a month on products to sell just from everyday websites like I'm talking about here. And we're going to get 2% cash back on that, right? So you got to figure if you are adding your cash back from Cashback Monitor, you're getting 1, 2, maybe even 10% back. Plus you're getting another 2% back through your credit card. Those are going to be some great ways for you to find extra margin in your business. The other thing you guys are going to want to think about is leveraging coupons, right? So I like to use Capital One Shopping. There's a Chrome extension that saves me a ton of money. It's going to look for coupons at checkout, but it's also going to show you, some various coupons. Even if you just go to the website, you can see like today, Nike has a 20% off sale. And so that might be something that you can kind of go the extra mile, find a coupon code that other people might not be aware of. So you can go in and actually make a difference in your business. And then the other thing I want to show off for you guys is being able to buy discounted gift cards, right? So with all these three things combined, there's a good shot that you're going to be able to find a steeper discount than other people are, right? So again, let's say you're buying from, a website like Ulta and you already found a lead, you already found something that's profitable. You might as well go into Raise or another legitimate website that sells gift cards. And right here, so you can get 8% off. And so instead of paying $50 for your makeup lead or your makeup product you want to buy, you're going to pay $46 for that same amount, the $50 that's going to work at ulta.com. So that's 3 quick ways for you guys to beat out the competition. There's tons of other ways to get, down into the nitty gritty with it. But I also want to address another thing, right? So this is the time for you guys to take Amazon seriously, especially if you're watching this video as it came out, or if you're ever watching this video in the last half of the year. This is the time to start learning how to sell on Amazon because the opportunity is massive, right? With Christmas around the corner, there is so much money that's going to be made, and I want you guys to be prepared. So don't wait until October, don't wait until November to start selling on Amazon. Start learning it in the off season, which would be the first few months of the year, and then start taking advantage of items like this. So even right now, I'm recording this video in August. I would say we're reaching the peak of the sales season, right? So from now to the rest of the year, there's going to be holidays, there's going to be just increased demand for people buying gifts, that kind of stuff, buying products like this one, right? So this is what I want you guys to be on the lookout for as you're trying to find those first products, trying to find products that there's going to be a ton of opportunity on. So this tool down here is called Keepa, and it's about $20 a month. This tool is our product sourcing tool. This is another $20 a month. And those are like the only 2 tools that you guys genuinely need to start selling on Amazon. So again, you don't need thousands of dollars to get started. And using these tools, you're going to be on the lookout for products like this one, right? So like I just said, filming this in August, it's back to school season. And so as this green sales rank line is decreasing, it's getting closer and closer to the fastest selling product in the clothing category. We can see that the price has started making its way up, right? And so if you guys ever see this kind of pattern on a Keepa chart where the sales rank is dipping massively down, especially if it makes sense with the seasonality. So I pulled another example of, crayons right here where the sales rank is increasing super, super quick. And on this product, you can see how typically it sells for, $45, $50, somewhere in there. During back to school season, this same product is selling for about $60, even up to $65. And to take this a step further for you guys who really want to grow quickly, really want to master this business, you're going to want to leverage something called merchant fulfillment, right? So if we go to data, buy box statistics on this item using Keepa, we can see that most of these people are selling this with FBA, right? So if you're brand new to Amazon, this is when you ship your items into Amazon and they ship it to the customer for you. That's great. That's what I do most of the year. But with limited opportunities like this one, where we got 30 days, we got 45 days to really capitalize on how fast this type of product is selling, you're going to want to do some merchant fulfillment, especially if you're a new seller. Merchant fulfillment is a major hack to growing fast. And it's the reason why I've had students like Sam up here who did 50K in her 3rd month. She literally had a baby during her 3rd month selling on Amazon and did 50K because she was shipping her product straight to the customers. And so with that in mind, I always like to jump into the Keepa buy box statistics here and look for an item where the sellers who are not FBA are making sales, right? So we can see these 2 guys are not checked, but they're making sales. They're getting about 6% each of the sales on this listing, all just shipping it straight to the customer, which is faster. You can buy it. Literally, if you walk into a store and buy the product, you can list it right there and you can have it sold before you ever even walk out of the door, ship it right after the customer, and then go buy it again to sell it to a new customer, right? And so merch fulfillment is a major hack for you guys who are wanting to grow pretty quickly on Amazon, right? So be on the lookout for products like this where the sales rank is dipping down massively, the price is going up, and you can even see that with something like these markers, right? So the price hasn't shot up quite as much here. In fact, it's maybe even a little bit lower, but you can see how fast this product would be selling. If you can find this product profitably, it is going to be selling insanely fast. You can see this one, multi pack, 10 packs of markers is selling 3,000 times a month according to SellerAmp here. And so you want to be on the lookout for products like this as well. I also want to address another limiting belief and not a lot of Amazon sellers have is that, you can't compete with Amazon. Amazon's on too many listings. I'm never going to be able to compete with them. On a listing like this, you can see that Amazon is not getting all the sales because again, we can go to data, buy box statistics on Keepa, and this is showing me that only 50% of the sales on this listing have gone to Amazon, which is a lot of sales for sure, but that still leaves 1,500 sales a month for sellers like you and I to come onto this listing and make money. So you really want to be on the lookout for listings that are selling fast, increasing with seasonality. I love products like this because Amazon's not on it, so it's going to keep the price bumping higher and higher. This one over here is still fine, especially if you can find it profitably enough. As we're going into Christmas, you want to be on the lookout for products like this one. So I found this Lego set here, and when I zoom out to the year-long view, I can see that last Christmas, Amazon was selling this product for about $16 right there on the Keepa chart. You can see Amazon 16. And then right as we went into the peak of, kind of the Christmas season, stuff started selling really fast. Amazon themselves had trouble staying in stock on this item, and the price went from $16 all the way up to $30, even as far as like $32 on some of these sales, right? So on an item like this, you could literally buy straight from Amazon and ship it back into Amazon and make profit on it, right? So during the Christmas rush, these seasonal rushes, there's an insane amount of opportunity to be had, even without, even on these listings where Amazon was selling the product, you can still make a ton of money on it. And it's super important that you guys learn right now while it's still late summer. Maybe it's the first half of the year when you're watching this video. It's super important that you learn these Keepa charts, learn how to use SellerAmp, source products, so that come Christmas, you're not going to be struggling. You're going to know exactly what to look out for, right? Another example here, we can see kind of a pumpkin pie mix. There's going to be, like I said, guys, there's going to be holidays for almost the whole rest of the year. There's going to be tons of stuff to take advantage of here. And you can see every year when new sellers come back into stock, it's not really that popular of a product, but then all of a sudden, boom, it's October, November's coming up, and it is selling super fast, right? So it goes from, right now, it's probably 78K sales rank. It's only selling 20 times a month. During the season where pumpkin pie is super popular, you can see it dips all the way as low as, even the top 10,000 best-selling product in grocery for just this random 4-pack. You could definitely go find these products at Walmart. In fact, if you have SellerAmp, all you have to do is hit the Google button, and that's going to find the product at a potential source for you. So you can see Instacart found it somewhere for $5. You could see, here's that same product. You could buy it in bulk even, right? So you could get 6 a case. So you're even able to buy this product in bulk, right? So you could see what kind of weight we're looking at here. This is a heavy can, right? So that's 6 pounds each. So that one right there is way heavier than all of those. And even then, you might have still been close to profit, right? So all you got to do, hit the Google button. As soon as you start seeing products that seem like they're interesting, seem like they might have some favorable seasonality, you can definitely start diving into that. And if this is super interesting to you guys, I've done a ton of videos on specifically finding products. I'm not going to dive super into the weeds on that. I just want to address a lot of the fears that you guys probably have. So go ahead and dig through the channel. The method that you want to start with is called reverse sourcing. All you need is these 2 tools right here. It's pretty similar to what we just did right there. So go ahead and check one of those videos out. I'll put one up there if you guys want to go learn how to do some product sourcing. I'm going to show you again just one more thing to prove how big this opportunity is, right? Even Nike shoes, something that sells super, super fast during the rest of the year. See, it's like a top 10,000 best-selling, clothing item. Even, going down into December here, the sales rank goes down as far as, under 2,000, right? So this becomes one of the 2,000 best-selling clothing products on Amazon, which is selling insanely fast. You can see at 4,000, it's already selling about 4,300 units a month. So start learning this business, guys. There's a ton of opportunity for you guys. Start learning how to merchant fulfill products. It's going to teach you a lot about the business, and then go from there looking at products that are similar to these. So do I think that Amazon is more competitive? You got to be a little bit more creative these days. Yes, absolutely. Do I think that it's too late to sell on Amazon? No shot. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been able to help people build very substantial incomes. Like Sam I was talking about, she is making about $7,500 a month on a business that she started 3 months ago while she was pregnant, right? So you guys have no excuse. That story was mind-blowing even to me. Those results are not typical, but it proves that literally anyone can make this business work. Even if it does get more and more competitive, if you're willing to put in the hustle, you're willing to learn the business like we're just breaking down here, you can still make a lot of money, leave that 9 to 5, achieve time freedom so that you guys can go out and do whatever you want on a Wednesday afternoon, hang out with family. So if you guys are ready to take action on Amazon, I want to give you some action items here, some things you can go start doing. So number 1, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if this video was useful for you guys. That'll also push my videos so you can start learning some more actionable advice. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put that sourcing video up here again. Go watch that video. It's going to teach you how to find your first $10,000 in products to sell on Amazon. I know it sounds like a big claim, but genuinely the goal on the YouTube channel here is for you guys to be able to build a profitable business for free, right? And so go start digging into that free content. And then the last thing you guys need to do is go check out our free Discord server. That's going to be down below. There's 50,000 Amazon sellers in there sharing information, people for you to interact with, other new Amazon sellers that are also wanting people to share the journey with. So you guys can hop on Zoom together, start start talking together, start growing your businesses together. As long as you take a step every day, you meet somebody new, you ask a question, you watch a video, you go practice the skills, I can promise you guys that selling on Amazon is going to pay off for you. So if you guys do have any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to drop those down below. Always happy to answer those for you guys. If you wouldn't mind, again, hitting that subscribe button, dropping a like, all that good stuff helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you next time.